The great secret is a controlled imagination and a well-sustained attention, firmly and repeatedly focused on the feeling of the wish fulfilled until it fills the mind and crowds all other ideas out of consciousness. That's crazy. This is the great secret of reality. This is what reality is. People question, what is reality? Why am I here? Who is God? How do I create my own reality? How do I have a good life? How do I have money? How do I have health and beauty? And all of these things. So the great secret is a controlled imagination, a well-controlled imagination. Imagine what you want into existence. So you imagine that it's already there. And a well-sustained attention firmly and repeatedly focused on the feeling of the wish fulfilled until it fills the mind and crowds out all other ideas out of consciousness. It's very simple to understand this. You see it all the time with people and how they look. If you spend time with somebody enough, because you are around them and you're in their auric field, and because energy is contagious, you will begin to look like them, because your imagination, which is the basis for reality construction, is now absorbed in their ideas, their world, their universe. It's the same thing with wanting to change your appearance or health or anything. When I was younger, I used to have an obsession with, certain celebrities, and I would this is like a personal account, I would look at them and I would like their energy, and I would kind of receive character traits from these celebrities that were so popular, and I began to look like them, and it was so insane. And so this is a fact of reality, that if you want something, you feel it into existence. For example, one who believes themselves to be super easy to love, super lovable, lots of people are vying for them, and they feel that way. They feel that they are the prize in a way. They're going to receive that on the material plane. They're going to receive that and see that in their outer reality. Whereas somebody who does not feel like they are worthy of being loved will not have the lovers or the attention. This is again just the working of the law in action. It's the law in action. It's the law of attraction in action. And it applies any way you want to flip it. It doesn't discriminate. The law does not discriminate. So when you can understand what you want and have a clear picture of what you want and decide what you want, that is why deciding what you want is your only job. So when you decide what you want and you put all of your focus into making that the new reality and solidifying that as the new reality, then all other reality gets overshadowed by this new reality. So it's the secret to changing anyone's life. You hear accounts of people who had nothing and then they rose to fame and power and all this stuff. It's because the idea was already crystallized within the subconscious mind, and whatever is within the imagination is sure to come about, even if it's negative. So what are you focusing on? What are you imagining within the depths of your subconscious? It goes very deep. So this is why studying your dreams is effective to seeing what is there, what is inside the subconscious mind. That is why studying your life itself, because your life is a direct mirror reflection of what is going on inside of you. There is no difference between the inner world and the outer world. Although we may think that there is a difference, there is no difference. And the reason why we think there's a difference is because we see the lives of others and we form conclusions and biases, and we think that things happen out of luck or this or that, but in reality it's all happening as a result of what is going on inside of someone's inner world. And this, by the way, goes along with the law of karma. It does not refute the law of karma, because karma in and of itself will act, it will play out. And if you want to change your karma, which is what I teach and what is possible for everyone to do, I have done it, students of mine have done it, it is possible for everyone to do. If you want to change your karma, you have to decide that you want to change your karma. You have to decide to adopt a new identity by first facing all of the shadow sides of yourself, all of the pain that you have, all of the trauma, deep-held trauma, childhood trauma, past life trauma, all of that. You face it, you work through it, you learn the spiritual lesson embedded within it, embedded within the pain. And you transform as a result. The soul transforms as a result. And the soul can transform over and over and over again towards perfection, towards along the path of perfection. And when we go through this journey, this is known as the soul journey or a spiritual journey. We all go through it regardless of whether or not we are cognizant of it. But the soul does transform over time, and as it transforms and as the consciousness begins to also transform and expand, we will attract different outer realities. We will attract different people on the external plane, different wishes fulfilled on the external plane, different resolutions of karma on the external plane. We don't have to pass certain lessons since we've already passed them. We don't need to relearn them, right? We've already learned the lesson behind the pain in certain situations, so we don't need to relearn it. And what happens then is a continued evolution of self. And it's so beautiful because this is how you change your karma, and this is how you change your life. This is how you can get rich. This is how you can get healthy. It is all dependent upon the state of the inner world. Do you understand? The inner reality is the only true reality. Anything else on the external is just a reflection, a mirror of what's going on the inside, of what's going on in the internal world. Even the way people treat us, even the things we see in our day, even the ads that come across our feed, even everything is a mirror of what is going on the internal plane. And by the way, people think AI is extremely powerful, but this phenomena is the universe's synchronicity. This phenomena is God in action. It will always beat AI. It'll always come first before AI. So that is why we must use this tool first of changing the self before we rely on anything externally. And then even AI and all of these tools that have been created, we will see how they've been created for us to use to further spread the awareness that we now have, to further teach what we now know as evolved beings that are truly embodying change and truly embodying expansion and evolution, personal evolution. You know, if you want to change the world, you change yourself. Because you are the world, you are the entire universe condensed. And nothing is random. Even the videos we watch online, the people we get to impact, the people who watch us, you watching me right now had a need for this information to manifest. You wanted to hear this. You needed this. You needed to hear this. This is not random. People do not watch myself or any other YouTuber by accident. YouTube does not also exist by accident. Everything has been a dream of the divine that human beings have had the fortune to receive as ideas from the higher planes and ground down into this physical reality and then create as a result of being connected to higher intelligence. The ideas that come to us are not random. Me making this video is not random. So if you ever lose hope in life, if you ever lose hope that you cannot change your circumstances or you can't heal your body or you can't change your financial situation, I want you to understand that it has just been a result of you paying attention to the external plane. And this is an invitation for you to instead switch your focus onto the internal plane, into the internal world. Focus there instead intentionally on what you want to happen. Don't just wish for it, don't pray for it, don't hope for it, don't think that you will be healthy, rich, beautiful, etc. Know it to be true now. The Bible says, ask and it is given. Why? Because in the asking, in the wanting, in the wishing, in the desiring, you've already painted a mental picture, which is the true manifestation of it occurring. Because it will happen as it plays out in your imagination. Do you understand? You are directing the scenario. You are directing the reality to orchestrate in a certain way. It's like you are the conductor. of this orchestra that is reality. So as you imagine and feel now, feeling is the secret. If you feel now that you are healthy, you feel now that you are rich, just by noticing all that you have, by noticing your phone, whatever it takes, your phone, your car, the beauty of the sky, whatever it takes for you to feel abundant. That is why cleanliness is next to godliness, because when we are in a clean environment that is beautified, when we are clean and when we are beautified both internally and externally, we see ourselves as the gods that we are. We see ourselves as the children of God that we are. We see ourselves as holy beings that are from the light of the Creator. We see ourselves as beings of pure potentiality that have the ability to create whatever we want. And so we do not ever feel low. We do not ever feel hopeless or depressed or, oh, I can't have something, I can't be, it's too hard, I'll never heal. I keep repeating the same trauma patterns. I keep attracting the same trauma into my life. Oh, this has been happening for 15 years. It is a story. It is a story. Change your focus. Change your focus. Stop focusing on the external world, on what has already happened, because the external world is the past. And instead focus all of your attention upon your imagination. 5 minutes of pure focus within on your desired outcome. On feeling, not in the future, feeling it now. 5 minutes of pure feeling it now can do more for you than 10 years of solid effort in the physical world. So understand that the mind is, all is mental. Understand that the mind creates everything. The universe is mental. And know that any undesirable result you have been experiencing has been a result of previous energetic momentum that is just now happening and is already the past. It has been a result of past previous momentum that you have been exercising within yourself energetically. Doesn't matter. You have the ability to change circumstances now, right now. All of your power is focused on the now. It is never, when I become rich, I will. When I become healthy, I will. There's no when. There's no when. Because we also have the ability to expand and contract time depending on our focus. Time flows through us. Do you understand? So know this to be true. And another verse from the Bible is coming to me, which says, pray to your Father in secret and know in secret that your prayers will be answered. And it is exactly this. Do not tell anybody anything. Never complain. Never speak ill about yourself or another. Never speak ill about your circumstances. Create. Own your power and create. It may be a tough pill for people to swallow that, oh, I've been creating negative circumstances thus far. Yeah, maybe you have been. That's okay. It's just because you were unaware of your power and you needed somebody to tell you what your power consists of. And that is why you attracted this video to you. Okay? So thank you so much for watching. Exercise your power starting today. I love you very much. All resources are down below. School community is down below. Like and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.